Okay, so we have a recording here starts. Okay, so let me just close this part. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so this one is set 1 paper 2. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, yeah. All right. So let's start from the first questions. Okay, start from the easy one first. Okay, so we will so everybody, if you have the book with you, page 36, yeah. Okay, 37 is the first question that we're going to do today. Is the screen too small? Do you prefer a bigger one, a bigger view? Can okay. Can you see clearly, everybody? Can I get the feedback? Can see clearly? Can you put a 1?
Yes, teacher can see.
Can see, okay, let's start solving. So this one is a simultaneous equation. So we will, if you have, okay, two strategy I want to mention here. If you have, what do you call it? If you have 3 unknown or 3 variable here, we will use elimination method, okay, to avoid mistake. And then if you have the one with quadratic like x square or y square, then you need to use substitution. Okay, there's no other way out. So I repeat, 2 methods. First method is elimination, preferably for x, y, z, like this case. Okay, 3 variable. Whereas if you have 2 variables and they are square, so you use substitution. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. Now, when you have this, I'm very happy to see x, y, and z. Okay, so that we can change it to anything that is desirable. So we label this as 1, we label this one as 2, and then this one as 3. All right, so let's start. So I'm going to use 1 and 3 first. Why? Because I can see that there's an x here. Do you see that there's an x here and there's also an x here? Am I right? So happily, if I take 1 and 3, I do what? I plus or I minus them? I plus or I minus them? I will need to minus them, isn't it? If I take 1 minus with 3, then I will take y minus 4y. So my x will be gone. So remember, our strategy is reduce the variable to 2 equations with 2 variables. Okay, so now I will take, instead of 1 minus 3, I think 3 minus 1 better, right? Because my 4y minus y, I get positive. Do you see that? All right, so we're going to take 3 minus 1. Okay, so that we will have x minus x. Okay, if you cannot do it slowly, yeah, then plus 4y. Please do it together with me also. Okay, don't wait for me to just do it. So x minus x, so 4y minus y lo, right? And then minus 3z plus z. So I'm gonna have minus 3z minus z minus 3z. Okay, minus z. So I'm going to get equals to negative 9 minus 0. Remember, the left hand side also we have to take 3 minus 1. Okay, so now we have x and x done. And then 4y minus y, we left 3y. And then minus 3 minus 1, so minus 4z. So equals to negative 9, right? So moving on. So once they see this step, right, they will give you 1 mark already. Okay, so now you are coming out with y and z. Okay, so let's make this number 4. So ask yourself, how are you going to do to give another equation with only y and z? That is the mental preparation. So just now you have used 3 and 1. So you cannot use 3 and 1. I mean, you cannot use only 3 and 1. You must involve 2 now. either 2 and 1 or 2 and 3. So for me, I will prefer 2 and 1 because 1 is so simple, right? X, Y, and Z. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 minus, I'm going to use 1 times 2 now. If you straight away use 2 minus 1, you see what happened. 2x minus x still left x, right? The x is not gone, so you cannot reduce to the same 2 variable. Okay, so we have to take equation 1 times 2 first. Yeah, 1 times 2, so that you will have 2x plus 2y, right? And then plus 2y, and then plus 2z equals to 0. Okay, then we have the equation 2, which you can just copy down. Okay, 2x minus 3y. Sorry, this one is a bit not nice, so I rewrite. This is a plus, right, just now? Yeah. So this one is minus 3y. And then we have plus 2z. Then equals to 5. Okay. Then we continue. So if you prefer it this way, you can solve like that, right? Just with one more line. Then you have, you name this as equation number 5, right? That one is equation number 2. Okay, so you will take maybe 5 minus 2 or 2 minus 5. For me, I prefer 5 minus 2. So that I have 2 minus negative 3, which give me 5y. Okay, instead of dealing with negative. So let's continue. 2x minus 2x gone. Okay, let's write down first. So 5, equation 5 minus equation 2. So you will ask me, Puan Tan, is it very important for me to do all this circle thing? The answer is no. Because like yesterday, the Mr. Kumar mentioned to us, right, that it is not compulsory because nobody is interested in all this actually. They just want to see the steps that you show. All right, so step as in the outcome. Okay, so let's continue. So 2y minus negative 3y, right? You have to minus, otherwise your 2x cannot minus 2x to gone, right? And then this one 2z and 2z also just same. Okay, so 2z minus 2z, it becomes 0, so I just cancel it, which means left nothing on the left except 5y. Then here become 5. Wow, happily actually I get 5y equals to y. Like that, even better. So I can get my y equals to 5 over 5, right? Which is equals to 1. Some of you who are faster than me, very good. So now, once I have one variable, you can see that you can substitute, right? You can sub y equals to 1 into the equation 4. Am I right? Because there's only two variable here. So one, you found 1, you put in 1 here, minus 4z, okay, equals to negative 9. Then you can already get another 1 mark. So 1, 2, 3 mark here. Okay, you have already got into 3 marks. So that 6 marks, the last 3 marks is for you to solve for x, y, z. So you have 3 minus 4z equals to negative 9. Okay, so you have 4z equal
3.
yeah, so 4z bring here. Okay, this one will be this one. All right, so you have 9 plus 3. Why 9 plus 3? Because my 4z is now alone. Okay. Sorry. The 4z will be alone to be 4z itself. So this one, I have to bring them together. So become 3 plus 9. Okay, so I'm getting z equals to 12 over 4. Right? Is everybody getting that? Can 12 plus, divide by 4. So I'm getting 3. Okay, next one will be last one. I think we should just put in the equation 1. right? So you can just put there that x plus 1 plus 3 equals to 0, right? Then you will have a x equals to negative 4. Is that okay? Hmm? Did I did wrongly? Wait,
Teacher, I think it's the 0 minus 5. So it's minus 5, not 5.
Oh, 5 minus 2, correct. You see, everything wrong already. Thank you. I use red now. So this one should be minus 5. Thank you, Santini.
So it should have been -1.
Yeah, you're right.
And that was Humaira.
Yeah, that was my mistake. Thank you for pointing out. So this one will be negative 5, get negative 1. So here become negative 1, everything gone. But never mind, yesterday say already you can still get 3 marks, but don't lah. Okay, this kind of question, 6 marks should be in our hand. So luckily I do a double check. Okay, so now I realize that this part wrong, then here wrong, so negative 3 minus 4z. So here this one become 9 minus 3, right? Yeah, so it become, okay, let me do a correction here. Red color. So this one should become 6, right, over 4. 6 over 4, correct. So I get 3 over 2. 3 over 2. Correct. Okay, then I will have here negative 1 plus 3 over 2, right? So this one become 1 over 2. So x is minus 1 over 2. Okay, wrong, equals to minus 1 over 2. Okay. Okay. All right. So remember our conclusion, just to make sure that we have answered everything. X equals to negative 1 over 2. Y equals to negative 1. Z equals to 3 over 2. Okay, how many of you got it? I mean, get the same with me. Can I see hands, please? Good. Is Omaira also trying? Yeah? Okay, yes. Okay, let me just see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. All the 10 of you got it. That's good. All right. Who is the only one that didn't put up hands? No. The 2 is me because I see 12 minus 10. Okay. All right. Thank you. Put out your hand. Let's try number 2. Do you feel like more confidence in this way where we solve together and then you can see the guidance and yeah. Can I see thumbs up if you find it good? Yes. Okay. Let me say yes. The rest all okay? Good. Okay. All right. Okay, good. Yeah, Masuka can, right? Oh, very satisfying. Okay, let's move on to number 2. Okay, make it quick, faster. Okay, let's move on. So number 2, it's given. Okay. Very hard. Okay. Okay, let's start number 2. Number 2 can still see also, right? Okay. Let's do it here. You have 2a. Okay, given that you have 4x power 1. Okay, this one, find the value of x. Okay, now, most of you will think that, this one always like to change to 2 base. But 20, is it related to base 2? No, right? In your base, 2 or 4 lah. 4 square is also 16 only, right? And then you go and change 4 times 5, you're going to have hard time. Okay, so my advice is, don't look at it this way, but look at what do they share the same. And when you see nothing, okay, you maybe want to try something like that first. 4 power x. Okay, this one become times 4 first. Then plus 4 power x equals to 20. Okay, so in this case, I think you can see something better where you have 4 power x here, and this is a plus. So you cannot do anything except to factorize out the 4 power x. Okay, why? Because there's nothing else that they share the same, because this is not multiply. Okay, this is a plus. So if you factorize out the 4 power x here, the first term left 4. Am I right? So the first term, for this one, you take out 4 power x already, you left 4 plus. And then the 4 power x you take out already, here must left 1. So now you expand balik. 4 power x times 4, you get back this one. Plus 4 power x times 1, you get 4 power x. Okay? So with that, you are happy because at least you proceed. And then now you get 4 power x. Okay, what do you get here? 4 plus 1, 5, right? Okay, then you get 20. Okay, so now when you cannot do anything, you know that this one is multiply. So 4 power x, at least you can take 20 and then you divide by 5. Am I right? Why? Because 20 divided by 5. Okay, because you factorize it out and then now they are multiplied. So you can get 20 divided by 5. So that, you know, yeah, you left with 4 power x. So now, happily, actually, you can see that this is a 4.
1.
Yes, so your x is equals to 1. Very good. Okay, so let's move on. So like that, 2 marks. Where are the 2 marks? Okay, the first 1 mark is over here. When you are able to, yeah, take out, factorize them out, 1 mark here. Another 1 mark will be the final answer. Okay, so let's move on. Yeah, 2b. So 2b, this type of question, do you see that? They purposely give you a rectangle, okay? And they told you, okay, let's do yesterday what the Mr. Kumar said, okay? The cube. So diagram 1 shows a rectangle with the width. So highlight the width, okay? And then given the area is 192. So find the length of the rectangle. So length is here, right? Length is here, okay? This is L, length. Okay, so they ask us to find the length of the rectangle. Express your answer in a form of this. This also we need to highlight. Okay, they want a third form where A and B are integers. Okay, so let's start. So we can do by knowing that the only hint given is area, right? So you need to relate to area. Square, the area will be very easy, length times width, right? So when we don't know, we just let length, okay, equals to L. Okay, you must make sure you clarify things like that so that people know. Yeah, let's length equals to L. Okay, so now you have L times with 4 square root 3 plus 2 will give you 192 because that's the area, right? Okay, there's nothing else tricky here, so let's move on. You want L, you don't want it to be with them, so 192 will divide by 3 square root 4 square root 3. So here you can see that this is also the pattern of the questions. They will ask you to find the cert, because this one mainly they want to test you on cert. So remember this whole expression, I just put it down to divide. Okay, so now you know that you cannot stop here because the denominator still has a cert there, right? So we need to multiply with the conjugate. So you can either start from there or the first step or you start from here, you multiply top and bottom with the conjugate. What's the conjugate? What's the conjugate? Anybody? 4 square root 3 plus become minus 2. So top and bottom the same. 4 square root 3 minus 2. Okay, 4 square root 3 minus 2. So now we have the conjugate. I take until marker, sorry. No wonder so thick. Never mind. Okay, let's move on. So now the bottom, remember that you need to show. Okay, so to be what do you safer, always write like that. Square And then you remember it's a square minus b square. So your b is 2, so minus b square. Okay, and then 192 multiply with this. So do slowly. Okay, write down if you cannot. 192 times with 4 square root 3. Okay, and then here is a minus, right? This one is a minus. So we will follow the minus here. Become 192 times 2. Okay, so you're going to get, okay, 4 square root 3 become 4 square, 16. Square root 3 square, 3. Square root 3 square, 3. Okay. Okay, square root 3 square, 3. So this one should be 3. And then you have minus 4. And then here you will have 192 times 4 square root 3. 192 times 4 is what? Can I have the number? 738. I think so. Right? 738 square root 3. Am I wrong? Minus 192 times 2. 3.
768.
3?
768.
768. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My mental calculation become weaker. No good. 7? 7 what again?
6.
7, 6, 8.
8.
Yeah, correct. 9, 4, 30. Ayo. Guy. Okay, continue. So this one, can they do anything? Cannot, right? So we just copy back. 768 square root 3. And then minus 384, correct, right? Yeah, 384, correct. And divide by, this one is 48 minus 4, 44. All right, so that's it. Okay, now you ask yourself, can you stop
Actually,
here?
teacher,
Yeah?
the numerator on the can become a bunch of decimals.
Yeah, but you don't want to be in decimals. Remember, you want a plus b square root 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, be very careful. So now ask yourself, if 768 can divide by 44 or not? Or can simplify. Now you need to simplify them. So if you are not sure, right, write it separately first. 768 square root 3, because later on you also have to be a plus b square root 3. Remember that? Over 44. See whether 768 over 44. Key in your calculator the ABC function. 768 over 44. Let it simplify for you. See what's the this one. So remember, a plus b square root 3. A plus b square root 3. You need to have that. Okay. A plus b square root 3. Let me use green color for all the small note. You need to be in this form. A plus b square root 3. So, what is calculator? 784. Okay, 784 ABC first. No, 384. Sorry, 384 ABC 44. I get 96 over 11 with a negative in front. Yeah, and then plus my 768 ABC 44. Okay, I get 192 square root 3 over 11. Okay, so, okay, don't forget to write something like that. Even though they didn't ask, I prefer you to write down. So A, hence, my A is actually negative 96 over 11. And my B is actually 192 over 11. Yeah. Okay, so why are you doing that? Because you know this is your final answer. You already stated clearly. And then just in case that they want to ask you what is A and what is B, right? So you just write now one more time. That because they want your answer to be in A plus B square root 3. Okay, A plus B square root 3. So this is the final answer. Is it okay? Can I see thumbs up if you are good? Okay, good. Everybody can do? Yeah, all right. Nice to see all of you. All right. Yeah, more confidence now. Let's move on. So number 3, it's given that the PQ are roots of this quadratic equation. So you need to know roots means they are at the x-intercept lah. Okay, if you have this, so these are the roots, right? So find the range of values if P is bigger than Q. Most of you when you read this question already, how to start wait. Okay. I want to highlight one thing. This question, right? Actually, the English and the Malay version are not this one. Do you see that? I highlight and show you. Do you see that this one is square root 192? This one is 192 here. Yeah, that's why. I did already.
Are we wrong?
Yeah, no. We are not wrong. We just follow the English version. We are not wrong.
Oh,
The typo, but no worries. Both also you can do. Okay, I think if really SPM happen this kind of problem, right? You raise your hand, you ask the pengawas, also no use because they are not the one who set the questions. This is
3
solely
mark.
no, sorry, there
Oh,
won't be 3 marks. They will only accept 2 ways of solution. One is this one that we are doing. Another one is the square root 192. Is that okay? Yeah,
so
so
that means they accept both answers.
yeah, they have to because that's their
Oh,
printing error, right? And they won't be 3 marks one, my dear. For maths, there's always solution, man. Right? It's a matter of how ugly or how beautiful is your solution only. All right. So let's move on. So this one we continue with ours lah. Okay. If you are free later, you can try with square root 192 instead because that will be more challenging. Because the 192 here now you have to deal with 2 certs, so you have to be very careful lah. So that one I leave it to you to try later. Yeah. So this one will be our answers for now. Okay. All right. Let's move on. All the steps are totally the same. It's just that you have to be more careful because square root 192, okay, if let's say you have square root 192, you have to ask yourself whether can it be any product with a perfect square. Let's say you will like to take 192 divide by 4. So you will have 4 and 48. Okay, but 48 again can be still 4 times 4 4 times 4 times 12 4 times 3. Okay, so what I mean here is that when you do like that, right, you use like what do you call it, the factorization. Okay, so the outcome will be you will be getting this one as 2. Okay, this one as 2, and then the this one here, right? Okay, what am I doing here is you can separate them. Okay, let me do it slowly so that I can show you the concept. So you will be having square root 4 times square root 4 times square root 4 times square root 3. Do you get me? Then in the end, right, you're getting 2 times 2 times 2 times square root 3. Okay, so always remember, when you're solving this type of question, you must ask yourself whether this square root 192, you can make it become something simpler or not by dividing into a perfect square, such as 4 ga, 16 ga, 9 ga, like that. Okay, so in that case, now I'm coming to this 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8. So I know that this is 8 square root 3. Okay, so that when you substitute in here, you can use 8 square root 3 only instead of square root 192 lor. Then later on when you multiply, you can see their relation easier. Okay, Got it, everybody? So that's the technique. So let me put here an asterisk star here. All right. So let's move on. Later on, I'll share this, no worries, okay, so that you can refer back. Okay, so let's go to number 3A. So given that P and Q, there are two roots, okay? So when you know that there are roots, right? First thing, when they give you like that, you totally cannot see the quadratic form, right? So you need to rearrange the quadratic form, okay, into a form that you can see the quadratic function itself, okay? Then only you proceed. Now they give you that they are roots, right? You have two roots actually, okay? So let's do the first step first, whereby I'm going to expand and rearrange them to become a quadratic form. So from the quadratic form, when I know that I need P more than Q, this is a problem. This just told me that the P value is bigger than Q value, but I don't know how to find the range of M. Okay, I'm stuck here. Never mind. We try to expand first. Then we see what we can get. Okay, now X, because why? The expand itself also got marks already. Expand and rearrange. Okay, equals to 3M minus 7. So I'm going to expand, become X squared minus 2X minus 3M plus 7. So I'm going to rearrange them, become X squared plus BX plus C. AX squared plus BX plus C. Okay, then now we are in a general form already, right? So now back to the question. They asked me to find the range of M. Okay, the range of values of M if I have P bigger than Q. This is interesting, which means I don't know what are the roots. I just know that the roots are one will be bigger than another law because P is bigger than Q ma. But in quadratic equation, when you have roots, right, what are the ideas that you can relate to? Roots. So roots, you have sawpaw. Yeah, but that one is you have one and another. This one, they just want us to find the range of M. So another concept that is related to roots are two real roots, right? Two real and different roots. Why? Because I know that the P is bigger than Q. If they put P is equals to Q, they have two equal roots, right? So P is bigger than Q means there are two real roots. Two real roots will be B squared minus 4AC. Okay, the word roots I need to always relate to B squared minus 4AC. Do you understand now? Yeah. So now I start. Okay, so from here my A is 1, my B is negative 2, my C is minus 3M plus 7. So I repeat, regarding with roots, only two things. One is either sawpaw, okay? Another one will be B squared minus 4AC. Yeah, so when you see the word roots and someone they told you P is bigger than Q, is to tell you that these are two different roots. Okay, two different roots. Okay, so now you have A, you have B, you have your C. 7. Write down properly. Later we'll sure got problem one. Okay, write down. Okay, so let's continue. So I know that there are two different roots, so I will put B squared minus 4AC. Okay, what am I going to put here is that it will be bigger than 0. Okay, now when do I put bigger than or equal to? When do I put bigger than 0? Okay, now when you know that there could be two real roots, two real roots, which means they could be equal to 0 because you don't know whether the two real roots are bigger you don't know whether the two real roots are they equal to one another or are they different roots, which means they are different numbers. Then you put bigger than or equal to 0. But here they already told you very clearly that these are two different roots, so they cannot be equals to 0. Do you get me? Equals to 0. Okay, let's do some revision here. Equals to 0 means equal roots, right? equal roots. And then if they are more than 0, that's for 2 different roots. Okay, if they are more than or equal to 0, okay, there are 2 real roots. Just generally they will say 2 real roots. Okay, and then or they are less than 0, that means they are no real roots. Remember that? No real roots. Okay, which means when you key in your calculator, you will get something like an I one. Okay, so here you have b squared minus 4ac more than 0 because they told you that these are 2 different roots. Okay, so let's move on to solve it. So b squared minus 4ac, what's my b squared? Negative 2 whole thing squared minus 4, my a is 1, my c is minus 3m plus 7. Okay, then it is bigger than 0 because why? I know that there are 2 different roots. Okay, so 4, okay, this one please do it carefully. This part I want you to do it very carefully. Okay, let's do it with negative 4 first. Okay, then you will have minus 3m plus 7. I copy back first. Okay, so now I want you to see it this way. Okay, you can do it by here. You see what I mean? I put a big bracket here. Okay, then only you multiply in the negative. If you're faster, you can straight away multiply in the negative 4. So I'll do it like that, okay? Because I want to prevent this one mistake. 4 times negative 3m. So you will have negative 12, right? Negative 12m. And then 4 times 7, 28. Okay, bigger than 0. Then continue. 4 now. Negative 12m plus 12m. Negative 28 minus 28. Excuse me. Which means I do one more step extra. For safety purpose lah. If you are faster, you can just minus 4 times minus 3m plus 12m. Minus 4 times 7 minus 28. It's faster. But it doesn't matter because I want safe. Okay. So now I come to this part. 12m. Okay. So I get minus 24 first. Bigger than 0. Then my 12m is just bringing here become 24. Positive, right? Negative become positive. So I get my m, which is bigger than 24 divided by 12. So happily, m bigger than 2. Okay. Is that okay? I hope that this analysis here will be helping you. So I'll put another star here. All right. Just for you to recall back. Yeah. All right. Any questions so far? Is this helpful to you? Because I realized that a lot of you already forgotten a lot about your quadratic functions. Okay, so this one is what you get. Okay, that's for 3A. 3 marks. Where do you get the 3 marks? First mark is for expanding it. Second mark is to substitute in the b squared minus 4ac. Third mark is this one. Okay, so let's move on to 3B. Okay, so 3B, you have a quadratic equation, okay, given to you nicely, the quadratic equation now. Quadratic equation has roots alpha and beta. So this is the so-called lah. Form new equation with the roots 5 alpha plus 2 and 5 beta plus 2. Okay, so now I take away. This one not so nice. Okay. All right. Yeah. So now let's move on. You like cannot see like that. Let me do. No one. Okay. So let's highlight the equation. It says that this one has alpha and beta, which means this one is the old support. Okay, then you have to find the new support. All right, let's start. So for this one, first thing, we know that we have 5x squared, okay, minus 2x minus 4. Can I just make use of this support? from this one? No. Why? Because a recall back, saw Paul must be x squared. X squared minus SOR, sum of roots, okay, x plus Paul equals to 0. One thing that you must always come out in your mind. I realize that many of you cannot do it is because you not familiar, okay? And because why not familiar? Because lack of exercise, right? Yeah. So if you do a lot, it will be like automatically come out. So this one we have to make it become x squared first. All right. Then, which means the whole equation divide by 5. Okay. How to make 5x squared become x squared? The whole equation divide by 5. Okay, so you get, oh, this one like the Pinocchio, like the Pinocchio nose like that. Let me make it shorter. Okay, so x squared, then this one become minus 2 over 5x. Then this one become minus 4 over 5 equals to 0. Okay, so now you have your sum of roots. So your sum of roots is your, okay, remember, compare now. Okay, let us compare here. X squared minus my SOR x plus Paul. That's always not wrong for you to write down again like this, top and bottom, for you to compare, okay? So you can see very clearly that your SOR is 2 over 5. Your POR is negative 4 over 5. Do you see that? So it's very important for you to put one top and one down so that you can see now your sum of roots is 2 over 5. And then your product, POR is, okay, wait, I don't want to do it like that because I want later substitute in the alpha and the beta. So I better do it another way where I put it here. My POR is product of roots negative 4 over 5. So don't forget that you need to do one more line, which I will put in red now. Sum of roots. What are the roots here? Alpha and beta. So my sum will be alpha plus beta equals to 2 over 5. And then here will be alpha times beta, which will be negative 4 over 5. I always need to see this line, everybody. I need to see this line, okay, in one line. Okay, so that you are clear that this one, sum of roots, alpha plus beta equals to 2 over 5. Product of roots, alpha beta equals to negative 4 over 5. Okay, I put this in red because this is extremely important step. Okay, extremely important step. All right, then we move on. So now, haven't finished because we just come to the first step where we found our saw paw. And now we're going to make use of our saw paw to form a new equation. So form a new equation, we need a new saw paw. What is our new saw paw? The roots are 5 alpha plus 2 and 5 beta plus 2. So our new saw paw, new saw, will be taking the sum, which is 5 alpha plus 2 plus with 5 beta plus 2. So we're going to get, rearrange them, 5 alpha plus 5 beta plus 4. Then we are getting, factorize out the 5 alpha plus beta, right? And then plus 4. So why is it 5 alpha and beta? Because they are 5 and then they got the 2 over 5 for us to make use. And then plus 4. Is that okay? So far so good? Which means you are now make use of the info that you found on top. Okay, so now you can take 5 and 5 and then now you left 2 plus 4. The answer will be 6. Okay, so this is the new SOR. And then you have your new POR also. So your new POR will be 5 alpha. Wow, this one have to do it very carefully. Oh, okay. Okay, let's do it very carefully because we have 5 alpha plus 2. Okay, 5 alpha plus 2. You then have to expand and then multiply with 5 beta plus 2. Okay, then we will get 5 alpha times 5 beta. We get 25 alpha beta plus 5 alpha times 2, 10 alpha, 5 beta times 2 plus 10 beta plus 4. So now 25, I will substitute in. Alpha beta is negative 4 over 5. And then here I'm going to plus 10. I factorize out the 10. I'm going to substitute in alpha plus beta plus 4. Okay, then I can come up with, okay, this one I can simplify, right? I'll get 5 times negative 4, negative 20 plus 10 times alpha beta is 2 over 5 plus 4. Then you will come to a nice number. So this one will be 2, 4. So this one will be 4 plus 4, 8. 8 minus 20 will be negative 12. Okay, are you done? We are not done. Why not done? Because you haven't formed the new equation, my dear. We need to form a new quadratic equation, right? So let us combine everything. So we use back this one, yeah? Use back this one. So x squared minus our new source will be minus 6x. And then our por will be, my x so ugly. Okay, our por will be minus 12. Equals to 0. Don't forget to have equals to 0. Then that's it. We have answered the question. Okay. So the problem here, I want to highlight a few things is that number one, if you take the saw wrongly, do you see there is very high chance that you will go and take negative 2 over 5 here? So if this part wrong, the rest will be wrong because you are putting in the new saw and a new por. And the thing about this question is that there is maybe they will give you 1 mark follow through here if your alpha and beta is wrong. Okay, so that's the risk lah. So I want you to know that, okay, where are the 4 marks given? Okay, the first mark is given for your both. Okay, only 1 mark, and then you will be given another 1 mark once you start to substitute in. Okay, another 1 mark if you substitute in correctly. 1, 2, 3. The last one will be this one, 1 mark. Okay, so it's very high risk that once you get your alpha beta wrong, right, your 1 mark will be taken away. Another final answer mark will be taken away, but you still got chance to get these 2 correct. So what I want to say here is, when talk about roots, only 2 things. First thing is b squared minus 4ac. It's either lesser than or equal to or bigger than 0. Then here will be the next thing is the support. That's it. So make sure that you keep trying the questions. You will see the pattern better. Okay, can I see hands if you're better? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, Aliyah. Do you have any question to ask? You got QS for 3A. What do you mean by QS for 3A? Wait, QS for 3A. What do you mean by QS? Oh, you got question for 3A. Okay. Yeah, what is your question? The rest of you okay, right? You want to ask about this green color, is it? I think Aliyah is typing, is it? Aliyah, you cannot turn on your mic, is it? Sorry. Yeah, Aliyah. Oh, okay. Here you go. The negative 24, when moved to the other side, need to change symbol. Oh, no need. Only when you times or divide by a negative number, then you have to change the symbol. Do you get me? Meaning, okay, I give you an example here. Wrong. Okay, here. I give you an example. Let's say, okay, example, we use another color. Okay, green now, huh? Let's say if you have minus 2x bigger than 2 or 4, huh? So this one, right, you need to get rid of the negative 2. So you need to divide by negative 2 on both sides. Am I right? So once you divide by negative 2, so that your x is here alone, then only you change side, become negative 2 here. Do you get me? Or you can think of it this way. Alternatively, you think of it this way, where if you have minus 2x bigger than 4, right? Then in order to get rid of negative 4, cannot lah, huh? You must divide by negative only. Okay, another question that I can give you is, let's say, minus x. If minus x is bigger than 4, then you want to get rid of this minus 1x, right? Alternatively, besides divide, you can times. Meaning, you take the negative x, right? You times with negative 1 on both sides. So once you times with negative 1, okay, on both sides, wait, let me write properly. Once you time with negative 1 on both sides, okay, so here the symbol has to change. Do you get me? So negative 1 is bigger than 4. So when this is negative 1, right, you have an alternative whether you want to times negative 1 or you divide by negative 1 to make it positive. Am I right? So once you multiply with negative, you have to change the symbol. So that negative 1 times negative x, you get x. And then here, you get negative 4. Do you get me? Yeah. So I repeat now. Only times or divide negative number. We change sign. Okay. All right. So I hope that this example help you. Does it help you, Aliyah? Okay. Let me go to this one to find out your answers. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. Let's move on. Good question. Okay. So here, number 4. This question definitely come out. As I told you, this question is geometric coordinate, form 4. You cannot run away. So try to master this chapter because here is only 8 marks. Sometimes in paper 2, bahagian B, they will give you 10 marks. Yeah, it's a lot of marks. So make sure that you master this chapter. Okay, a star here. Now, diagram 2 shows a triangle. S is a point that divide the PQ with a ratio of PS. So where's PS? PS is here. It's taking one part here. And SQ is taking 2 parts. Excuse me, 1:2. Okay. Find the coordinate of point S. Okay, so point S here, you have to use the divisor. Remember the divisor? Where you will take each X, okay, multiply with the further ratio. So this one multiply here, right? Another one, 9 will multiply with 1. Okay, so let's do it. Blue color, we do the part A here. Okay, one more thing I forgot to say. You see my part B is over here, right? Please remember to cancel this part B like that, because you don't want people to misunderstood that your part B is somewhere here. Do you get me? So you remember to cancel the label and then you do 3B like that over here. Okay, let's move on to number 4. So number 4, You want the s. So write down s, the x and the y. So what's the x? X will be negative 3 times 2. Okay, negative 3 times 2, the further one. Okay, big bracket first because that's for coordinate. Negative 3 times 2, and then plus with 9 times 1. Okay, so plus with 9 times 1. And then divide by m plus n, which is 1 plus 2. Some more, negative 7, sorry, not negative 7, 7 times the further ratio, which is 2, plus with 1 times with the further ratio 1 over 1 plus 2. Okay, is that clear? Times 1. All right, so let's move on. You have negative 3 times 2, which is negative 6 plus 9. You have 3 over 3. Here will be 14 plus 1, 15, divided by 3. Okay, so with that you have 1 comma 5, and that is your s. Okay, so you can write down here, hence your s is 1, 5 as a final answer. Okay, let's move on. Part B. Part B. Part B, we have given the equation of the line QR. So they gave us QR, this one. Okay, so write down here first, y equals to minus 3x plus 28. Find the coordinate of R. So where's the coordinate of R? Here, they want us to find this, right? Okay, so you can see that you want to find R. Okay, either you have the equation of R, okay, or you have one of the point of R, so that you can straight away substitute into here, then you can get another one, right? I mean, if you have the x coordinate, you put in the x coordinate, you get the y. But do you have any here? You don't have, right? You only have Q that is on QR. Now you need to find R, which means you have to solve alternatively simultaneous equation of this first equation, and you have to find another equation either here or here. Okay, these two lines, either here or here, so that you can solve simultaneously and make R become the point of intersection. Okay, so which one is easier now? You know that this one is 90 degree, right? Okay, so 90 degree, it makes me think of perpendicular. Perpendicular makes me think of m1, m2 equals to m1 times m2 equals to negative 1. So that solves the gradient of this line, which is better than to ask me to find this one. Because this one, I have no clue at all. I have only 1 point. Do you see that? So I have to solve simultaneous. I have to find this equation now. And I have the perpendicular, we solve for my gradient. Once I solve gradient, I know the coordinate of s also, right? So I put in my s first. My s is 1, 5 here. So now I have 1 point and 1 gradient solved. Then I can find SR. Do you get me? So that is how, when we read question, right, we relate. Like now, they ask us to find coordinates of R. So I know I have only this line equation. Okay, I have no other clue about R. But then I know that another alternative, I can do another equation of SR. Then I solve simultaneous. So to make R become the point of intersection. Okay, so B, I will start with having my gradient first lah. So I can find my gradient of PQ, which is my M1. Then the gradient of SR will be the M2 like that lah. So I'm going to start by M gradient for PQ. So I can find gradient of PQ because I have 2 points. So I can start from y2, 9 minus negative 3, okay, over x, which is 1 minus 7. Okay, so I'm going to get 12 over negative 6, which gives me negative 2. So MPQ times with M RS, it's going to give me negative 1. Okay? Negative 1. Okay, sorry. So MPQ will be negative 2 times with MRS to give me negative 1. So I can find my MRS to be negative 1 divided by negative 2, which will be 1 over 2. Okay, so that is MRS. So now found already. Remember, I always like to find y equals to mx plus c. Mx plus c. Okay, so I'm going to put in my y. Okay, so here I write down first. I'm finding the equation for RS. Okay, so I'm going to put in S here so that I have the equation RS. Remember, I have the gradient now. I have to put in 1 point on the line, which is 1, 5. So y is 5. Half x is 1 plus c. Am I right? So I'm going to get y minus half equals to c. Y minus half equals to c. So my c will be 4.5, which will be 9 over 2. Okay, so now I can happily come out with the equation of RS is y equals to half x plus 9 over 2. So now I will solve simultaneously. This is my equation 1. Okay. Another equation of equation, what is that? P RQ, right? Another equation RQ will be y equals to negative 3x plus 28. So this is equation 2. So they are both y, isn't it? So I can say that 1 is equals to 2. Okay, why 1 equals to 2? Because I make them the same. Once I make them the same, right, I can happily solve them for the intersection point. Okay, so now I have my equation y, no more y, because I have already made them the same, which means my minus 3x plus 28 is equals to my half x plus 9 over 2. My half x plus 9 over 2. Alright, plus 9 over 2. So with that, move all the x together, I will get minus 3 become plus 3. I move everything here easier. So that it will become half plus 3 become 3.5, or we said that it become 7 over 2x. Then here become 28. Originally here you minus 9 over 2. So press calculator. 28 minus 9 over 2. (47 over 2). So I can rewrite 7 over 2x first equals to 47 over 2. Right? Then the x will become 47 over 2. Divide 7 over 2. Become 47 over 2 times 2 over 7. Okay, so you will get here 2 and 2 cancel off. 47 over 7. 47 over 7. Something wrong. Did I count wrongly? 3x plus 48. Correct. y equals to 2x plus 3a. Wait, this equation already wrong. What happened? 9 minus negative 3, okay, over 7 minus 1. Ayah. You see what what happened here? I take 9 minus negative 3. I should take 1. Correct, ma? 1 minus 7, ma? So become negative 6 minus 2. And then m1 times m2, I get negative 1. So I get half here. I got wrong? No wrong. Oh. Correct. Can you tell me what is my problem, my dear? This one should be y2 minus y1. I always make this mistake. Do you get what I mean? This one should be y2 minus y1. I go and do x first. I got wrong already, everything. What happened today? Always make mistake. Do you make the same mistake like I do? This one wrong, this one wrong, this one wrong. It should be y2 minus y1. 1 minus 7 over 9 minus negative 3. Oh dear. Oh dear. y2 minus y1. Okay, over x2 minus x1. So the whole thing wrong. Why is so careless? Should start from y lah. See or not? How many of you do the same mistake like I do? Raise your hand. Remember, y gradient must be always y2 minus y1. Why I always make this mistake recently. That's not good. Okay, must be y2 y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Not good, not good. x2 minus x1. Okay. Do you did the same mistake or am I the only one? Nobody correct me. It happens in exam. Okay, fine. I learned up. Okay, so the m will be 2. Okay, so the whole thing here wrong. Okay, so the whole thing here wrong. I cancel. Become 5 equals to 2 times 1 plus c. Okay, so you will have c is equals to 5 minus 2, which is 3. So this equation wrong, which is y equals to 2. 2x plus 3. Like that, correct? Okay, are you with me? Can so it's okay. Make mistake also is a way of learning, right? Okay, 2x plus 3. All right, so this whole thing here wrong. Okay, we try here instead. Redo. Okay, now let's do in rate. So minus 3x plus 28. Okay, it's equals to 2x plus 3. Okay, so here you put all the x together, it's 5x equals to 28 minus 5 minus 3, 25. X equals to 5. Okay, just divide, and then I can put in x into the equation. Any of the equation will do. Okay, so I will put, let's say the easier one, y equals to 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3. Okay, then I will get 10 plus 3, which is 13. So now answer the question. They want to find coordinate. So my R should be x5, y 13. Remember I mentioned before that don't leave the answer like that. You need to write down coordinate R in the coordinate form. So like that, you can gain yourself 1 mark. Okay, so just now here, how many? 4 marks, right? Where are the 4 marks? The first 1 mark is given to the MRS. So remember that this is a star step. You must show this, then you get your M1 mark here. Second mark is when you come up with the equation. Third mark is when you solve them simultaneously. This step itself 1 mark. Okay, so 4 marks. Any question? No? Okay. So, are you okay? Can I hear from you? Rachel can do? Manjari can do or not? Yeah? And we are not done yet, right? Because we still have part C. Part C is to find the area of a triangle PRS. So the area is this PRS. Only this one, right? PRS. Yes. Okay. So area involving the coordinates. Just do the formula, right? Area equals to half, and then follow the coordinates. So which one? R is what? Just now we found R is 513, right? 513. So which one will you start first? Okay, now something to tell you. Area, if you do clockwise, meaning you arrange them clockwise like that. Okay, clockwise will always be negative. Anti-clockwise direction will be positive. Okay, so what do I mean? Okay, let's say we try to do a test we do a what am I writing here? This is clockwise. Anti-clockwise should be like that. Okay, anti-clockwise. Okay, anti-clockwise will give you a positive answer. Okay, let's say we try anti-clockwise, meaning we do from here to here. Okay, from here to here. I wouldn't want to repeat the negative number, so I start from an easier one, 1, 5. So always remember, you make this the starting point, you need to end here. Yeah, so I will make 1, 5 my starting point. Then I go anti-clockwise so I'll go with 513, the next one. Okay, then I'll go on with negative 3, 7, which I don't like, and then I end again with 1, 5. So remember the shoelace method. Okay, just half and then one direction, all multiply to minus another direction. Remember that. Okay, so we will have 5 times 5, 25 plus negative 39. No, sorry. You need to show how you get it first. Remember, that's the first step for you to get 1 mark. So show how you get it first. 5 times 5, do bracket. Okay, plus 13 times negative 3 plus 7 times 1 minus the other way around, which is put bracket 1 times 13 plus the other way around like that. 5 times 7 and then plus negative 3 times 5. Remember, it doesn't matter if you take the blue one minus the red one or the red one minus the blue one. Okay, because you are protected with the modulus. Okay, so here I take the red one minus the blue one. Okay, but if you prefer to take the blue one minus the red one, it's fine. You will still get the same answer. Okay, so here I have, okay, now let's do calculator. This step is a must to show. This step is a must to show. Okay, this step is a must to show. So 25 plus negative 39 and then plus 7. So here I get negative 7. Okay, then I have to minus the answer here. 13 plus 35 minus 15. 33. Okay, so I'm going to get half. Minus 7 minus 33. I get minus 40. Anti-clockwise is negative. Let me see one more time. P R S. So I do anti-clockwise right just now, like that, yeah. PRS, so I do SRP. I do anti-clockwise. I thought should get negative. Wait, negative 3. Clockwise, I get negative. Anti-clockwise, I should get positive. Oh, I know already, because I take the red one minus the blue one. Correct. Red one minus blue one. Oh, okay. By right, I need to take blue one minus red one, but doesn't matter lah. Okay. Now this one doesn't matter. Actually, I shouldn't bring this up because so that you won't confuse. Because area you will always get positive because of the modulus. All right. Let me just erase this off. Better, because otherwise later I confuse you. Why area Pontan say got positive and negative one? Okay, so let's just do it this way, because I don't want to confuse you. Is that you take the blue minus the red, or the red minus the blue, you still come to the correct answer. Okay, as long as you do it carefully. So this one, take away the bracket, you will left 40 here, so you will get 20. Is that okay? So that is our final answer. Is there someone asking question? Yes, can do. Okay, good. All right, so let's move on. So we are done with ABC. So 8 marks in our hand already. Yeah, move on. Okay, so now proving. This one only yesterday I teach you. The cos 2 theta, right? You cannot do yet. Okay, because this one is a double angle. So I will continue with the lesson, then only we come back here for 3A, 5A. Okay, so let me put a question mark here first. Okay, let me do a question mark here first. Okay, so we will come back to 5A because it involves double angle, cos 2 theta. All right, so now I want to go on with 5B. Okay, 5B, let's continue. Okay, let's give it a try. So 5B, I want to do a sketch for y equals to 3 sine 2x. 3 sine 2x, okay, where my x is from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so this is standard lah, 0 to 2 pi. So what you need to know is the 2x here tells you how many cycle there are. 2 cycle, right? 2 cycle of sine in 2 pi. Okay, and then the 3 here tells you it will be positive 3 magnitude and negative 3. So let's start. Okay, so having a sign will be like that. 1, 2, right? Until I have come to here, label 2 pi. Okay, so this is your x. This is your y. Is that okay? I redo. My line doesn't really look nice. One more time. Sine 1, 2. Okay, this one look nicer. 2 pi. And then they just want the negative 3 and 3, right? That's it. Okay, only 3 marks. So where are the 3 marks given to? Okay, 1 mark will be the shape. Okay, shape 1 mark, and then the magnitude 1 mark, and then 2 cycle 1 mark. Okay, that's it. 3 marks. Very easy. 我们这里要有 toilet.
Teacher, where have you gone?
Sorry, suddenly came out the phlegm. Very thick. Have to go and clear. Okay, let's move on first. Okay, number 6. Okay, so number 6, Cikgu Diana wants to buy a surface, okay, worth 6,500. So highlight the important number first. So in December, he already have 3,003, okay, and then she intend to save 400 a month. So in what month can she buy the car? Okay, which means she need another how much to make up 6,005 lor. So this one actually if you don't know at maths, you can just do it like normal maths, whereby you know that every month save 400, okay, right? And then the next month will be 800 already, right? So you can just do like normal math, 6,005 minus 3,003. And then the balance you divide by 400. Then you know how many months, right? This question should not give up. Remember, in at maths, as long as you do something, marks will be given because we see your effort. All right, so don't stop there if you cannot think of any. But if you list down like that, right, you will start to see that this one will be like just plus 400 lor, right? This one will be just like plus 400. So you start to realize that, okay, meaning here they are adding the 400, right? So you can see like, okay, this one should be a progression because there's some consistency here. So this will be the difference. So you can list down the difference is actually 800 plus minus 400. So which means every month she put in the 400 is the difference, right? So which means another thing that you know is you have the total become 6,005, and now you need to have how much only. So there are several ways to do this question, right? You can want to find in terms of TN will do, right? Because 6,005 is the a term, okay, and then you want to just come to this 6,005. So the easiest way is this is a n term. Why? Because once you found the anthem, then you can answer for which month. Am I right? So Tn will be the term that you want to come to. So you're going to use the A plus n minus 1d, this formula. Listing down this formula has no marks. But if you know how to put in that you want to find 6,005, and then you have your A, which is the first balance that she has in the bank, plus n minus 1 d. D is the 400. So here you are actually finding the n, okay, so that you can answer which month that you can get the money ready. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so 6,005, first thing I'm going to minus first. I will minus this 3,300 first. Then I'll left with n minus 1, which I can expand become 400n, and then minus 400. Okay, so which make me here having 3,200. Then I plus another 400 here, which makes me 400n, right? So here I will have 3,006 divided by my 400 to get my 9. So my 9 I will get sorry, in the end my 9 I will get 9. Not my 9, my n I will get 9. So here he saved 4,000. So in December he has this. So starting January only, she add the first 400, right? So 9 months after December will be September. Is that okay? This one is a very careful question. You need to understand that by December he has 3,300. Then January another 400. Okay, February another 400. So after 9 months only, so which means by September only she will have all the months ready, all the money ready. Okay, so you see that I have questions coming in. Oh, okay, she went toilet. Okay. All right, so let's continue. Sorry, not this one. Not. All right, so can we move on 6b? So 6b, Given the length of a rope. This one is another question. Okay. Now you have a length of rope. So usually AP and GP, they will ask both lah. Okay. The rope will be cut into n parts. With the length of the first rope is 4. Then the cut form a geometric progression with a common ratio of 3. So ask you to calculate n and then find the length of the last part. Okay. So B, so total. This one is the total length, huh? So which means this is the sum of all. Sn will be this. Okay. And then the first rope. So which means they also tell you that, sorry, this one I change. I'm doing B1 now. So the A is 4, right? Okay. So Sn is 1, 4, 5, 6. And then they told me also the common ratio is 3. Okay, so ask me to find n, which means now I have the sum, the Sn. I can use the Sn formula, right? So I will have Sn is equals to A bracket R minus 1 power n, right? So the R minus R power n minus 1. Am I right? Yes. So 3 power n minus 1. Okay. Over. Okay, if you are not sure, you copy down the formula first. Okay, you can copy down the formula first. And then only R minus 1. So this is the Sn formula. Okay, then only you substitute in 4. Okay, bracket 3 power n that you don't know minus 1 over 3 minus 1. Okay, so Sn you have the answer 1, 4, 5, 6, right? The Sn excuse me, Sn is this. So 4 over 2 you can take out first. Why? Because this is the 4, this is the 2. Then you have the 3n minus 1. Why? Because you want to solve whatever that you can first, right? So this one, the 2 here, okay, right now again, this is actually 2, 3 power n minus 1. So you're going to divide by 2, right? So 1, 4, 5, 6 divide by 2. Okay, so that you have 3n minus 1 over here. So 1, 4, 5, 6 divided by 2, you get 728, right? Equals to 3n minus 1. So 3 power n now is, this one bring here become plus 1, 729. So now you can press randomly using calculator. 3 power 7. 3 power 7. Oh, 2, 1 already too big. 3 power 5. 4, 2, 2, 4, 3. What I mean is you randomly do lah. You do just like press calculator. Why? Because I don't think you like logarithm. So not necessary that you must change to log. Do you get me? Because log makes you even worse. So now I press calculator. I happily found that it is 3 power 6. So I will declare my n equals to 6. Is it okay? Then B2. Okay, now we want the length of the last part. This one very interesting, because our wait. Last part, which I want to know that my Tn, right, not Sn anymore. So which means I want to find my n term. My Tn is actually the last part. So it will be A plus n minus 1 d. Why do I know that? This is GP, AP, GP, wrong. Okay, sorry. My Tn is A times R power n minus 1. Okay, so how do I relate later? Because I know the last part is also one of the parts. So one of the parts means it's one of the term, right? So I need to relate to the n term. So do I have my A? Yes, I know my A. My A is 4. Do I have my R? Yes, I know this is 3. Power, okay. Now, okay, I can borrow my n that I got here. Do you get it? So n will be 6 minus 1. So now you understand already. The n means total how many parts are there in this whole row. So I found out that there are just 6 parts. So when I want to know the last part, means I want to know the T6. So here I can happily put in T6 actually. So this will be 4. Hello, can I put 4 times 3 become 12? Can I do like this, everybody? Can I do 4 times 3, 12 power 5? Yes or no? The answer is no.
No.
Yeah, because you cannot simply multiply them. I know some of you will be very happy one. So remember, this is 4 times 3 power 5.
Because
we
the
need to
power is
do-
only for 3.
Yes, we need to solve the power first. So 3 power 5 is 2 for 3. So should be 4 times 2 for 3. So you take 2 for 3 times 4, you're getting 7972, which is the last part, cm. Okay, so T6 equals to 972. That's it. Okay, is it better, everybody? Yeah. Okay, so here now, okay, let me see, the time is 9:08 already. So question number 7, this will be questions that is on the probability distribution, right? Because see, they give you a mean time, they give you a variance. All right, so question number 7, please try, because they are normal distribution. Yeah. This one doesn't say that it is normal, so cannot use normal. Wait, let me see first. A Grab brings its travel time. Got normally distributed. See? So then only we can use normally distribution. Okay, so this one, go and try, because they give you mean already and they give you the variance. So remember to find the square root. Okay, because variance, you don't want to use that. You want to use the standard deviation. So you need to square root the 2.25. Is that okay? Okay, so I'll leave question 7 to try yourself. Okay, so next lesson, shall we try to solve this again? Yeah, everybody? Santini, what do you mean by no?
She was answering your question earlier regarding whether you can times the 12 to the power of 5.
I see. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Okay, so far, do you find that today's lesson is helpful? It is more to those questions that you can solve, okay? Because I would say this first part, bahagian A in paper 2, is the part that you can score, because it's a less hot, okay? Lesser higher order thinking questions. Okay, so I want you to really master this part, okay? Make sure that your section A is all well done. Okay, at least you can have 50 marks there already, right? Then bahagian B and C, 4 choose 3, 4 choose 2. Yeah, that one also we will continue to try. So I prefer you to try the bahagian B and C on your own. Okay, so you finish this paper. Next week, we try to go faster a bit. Can we? Okay, so today, try to use this weekend, okay? Arrange your time to finish this paper. All right, so let me stop the recording. Any more question to ask?
Teacher, you say what